What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to wire up a switch for your underhood lights on your C4 Corvette. This one is a 1995. I believe most of your years are going to be pretty similar to this. So these lights, which are LED by the way, they have a built-in mercury switch on each one. So they will shut themselves off when you start folding this hood down. I'm sure you already know that. So some people will mount a switch directly to the hood and control each light, but I don't feel like going from one side to the other to turn these off and on. So what I did is I found where the power comes in and I ran just a single switch. So if you look down here, and I have my phone shining down in here, you will find the fuse for the underhood lights. And all it is there's a little pull tab here, and you pry that out just a little bit and push down. I'm going to try that with one hand. Okay. And then you can see that there is a fuse in there. So all you have to do is come over here. There's a red and an orange wire that goes into that plug. You want to splice into the orange. The red wire is 12-volt hot. It goes through this fuse and it goes back down into the orange, and it goes to your lights. Technically you could put the switch on either one of those wires, but the orange is smarter, so that way all your wiring is protected by that fuse. So all I did is I cut each end and I used some butt splices, and then I sent two of these 14 gauge wires inside of this wire loom. Oop, dropped my phone there. And this wire loom is going to keep things looking pretty OEM. So all I did for routing is I came next to this, honestly I don't know what that is, but I zip tied to it here, and then I routed that wire mold or wire loom behind this shroud. You don't want it in front of this because this is where the headlight is, and the headlight will hit it. So I follow this, I come around the corner here, and then I just started zip tying to this main wiring harness. And I come in, I'm coming past the brake master cylinder, and then I jumped up here to this fiberglass bracket for the ECU. And I clipped on here and here, and then you can see the wires, a red and a black right there. And then I put the switch right here, and this is just your basic single pole, single throw switch. You can get that at like Lowe's or auto parts store. You know, I mean, they're pretty cheap, just a few bucks. So the hole for that was not hard to drill right here, because even though it looks metal, this is actually like a plastic material. So all I did is I took my time. I didn't have a drill bit big enough for that. I think my biggest bit was a 3/8. So all I did is once I got to that size, I just took my time and I kind of wallered it out, and then I try it, and then if it didn't fit, I go back, I open it up a little bit more, and then once it fit through there, just put your little lock nut on and your little data plate thing. And then you can see down here, it's just a couple of loop butt connectors and some tiny little Phillips screws. So it's really a simple job. About 20 feet of 14 gauge wire, a switch, and some butt connectors, and maybe an hour of your time tops. And it's way cleaner looking and way more functional. You can pop your hood up at a car show and just stand right here and turn that off if you're going to be set up for hours and hours. So I just wanted to share that with people because I couldn't find any videos online that showed me an easier, more streamlined switch option. Like I said, I'd find individual switches or other weird hack jobs, so I wanted something a little bit more OEM looking, so that's what I came up with. So